I'm going to simplify and write your answer using only positive exponents. So the thing is, with negative exponents, if it's negative, it moves. If it's on the top, it moves to the bottom moves to the top. So on the first one, you make a fraction bar anytime you have negative exponents, because usually fractions are involved. The m to the negative 4 has a negative exponent. Since it's on the top, you're going to move it to the bottom. When you do that, that takes the negative sign away. The n to the negative 2, that moves to the bottom. P to the 8th is a positive exponent. Positive exponents stay where they are at. That takes care of the numerator. In the denominator, m to the 9th is a positive exponent, so it stays where it's at. N to the 7th is positive, it stays where it's at. P to the negative 1, that has a negative exponent, you take it up top. Since it's on the bottom, you move it to the top. Okay, so now on the top I have a total, there's 8 p's here and 1 here, that's a total of 9. For my m's, I have 4 and 9 is 13. You're just totaling them up. And for my n, I have 2 and 7 is 9. So that's the final answer. Fraction bar. The 3 does not have an exponent, so you leave it where it's at. M to the negative 7, negative exponent moves, so it's going to move to the bottom. N to the 4th stays where it's at because it's a positive exponent. The 6 stays where it's at. N to the negative 9, that's a negative exponent, so you move it to the top. M to the negative 6 is a negative exponent. Since it's on the bottom, you're going to move it to the top. So, in the numerical part of it, 3/6 simplifies to be 1/2 because you can divide both of those by 3. In the numerator, for my n's, I have 4 here, 9 here. That's a total of 13. For my m's, I have 6. And 7 m's on the bottom. Now, whenever you have whenever you have the same letter on the bottom and the top, you have to simplify that. So here's what we do. Everything else you're just going to write down like it is. Now for my m's, you want to look and see where the biggest exponent is. It's on the bottom. That means your m is going to be on the bottom. Wherever the biggest exponent is originally is where your m is, or your variable. Then you subtract those exponents. So 7 take away 6 is 1. If it's a 1, you don't need it, because if the exponent is a 1, you don't need it because it's already 1m. And technically you don't need the 1 in front of the n to the 13th, so you can write it like this. N to the 13th over 2m. Either way. Okay, the next one. The m has a negative exponent. Negative exponents move. Since it's on the top, I'll move it to the bottom. The n has a negative exponent, so I will move it. The p has a negative exponent, so I will move it. And then in the denominator, if you notice, all of them are positive exponents, so they stay where they're at. Now we still have a fraction because we have a denominator, but there's nothing left up top, so you need to put a 1. Okay, so when there's nothing left up top, you put a 1. For my m's, I have 9 here, 2 here, that's a total of 11. For my n's, 7 and 8 is 15. And for the p's, 4 and 6 is 10. So that's the answer.